Okay, part 3 of our financial report is going to be, I'm going to talk about ticker symbols and a little bit about the company research you're going to do and how you use Yahoo Finance to find all of your answers. Okay, so you're going to go to Yahoo and you're going to come down here and type and click on Finance. Okay, when it comes up, you have a stock market section up here where it says Get Quotes. Okay, so what you're going to do to find a company's ticker symbol, which is their code that represents their stock. Okay, so we're going to do Pepsi as an example. All right, so I'm going to type in Pepsi, and as I'm starting to type, notice that it fills in all these different choices. Okay, what you got to make sure you look for is that it's being traded in either the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. So you kind of look over here to the side, and also it's PepsiCo Incorporated, which is their full name. You're looking for this little code over here to the left. Okay, so when I say what's the ticker symbol for Pepsi, you would put PEP. Okay, when you find what you're looking for, and this is when you get down here to the company research, you're going to click on the ticker symbol, and it brings up all the information for PepsiCo Incorporated. Okay, so it's got a whole bunch of numbers, and so I'm just going to kind of tell you what it means over here. Okay, so last trade, price per share of what their stock was traded for. On this case, as of 11:43, each share of Pepsi stock was worth $63.85. Okay, it closed, so previous close, yesterday when the stock market closed, it closed at $63.15 a share, and this change means from yesterday it has gone up 70 cents. It opened today at $64.39 is what that means. Okay, looking over here, it gives a day's range. So today it has fluctuated between 63.78 and 64.61. Okay, so you can see what it's fluctuated just today. The 52-week range, so in the last year, Pepsi has been as low as $58.50 a share and as high as $71.89 a share. That kind of helps you look at where the stock kind of is right now. Because remember, the big game of the stock market is to buy when the stock is at a lower price, and hopefully it goes up, and you sell it when it's at a higher price and make money. Okay? So you can also kind of look at this little map. It shows you could go back a day, 5 days, 3 months, 6 years, and you could go back and look at the prices that Pepsi has fluctuated in between. We'll kind of wait for that to pop up here. All right, so in the last 3 months, it has been as high as, let's say 64 something, and maybe a little higher than 65. It's been pretty low too if you see down here, $60 and some cents. Okay, so if you buy it when it's $60 and on this particular day in November it went up to $65 and you sell it for 60, if you bought it at 60 and you sell it at 65, you've made $5 for every share of stock that you have. Okay, that's the purpose of the stock market. All right, pressing on, you also need to find the company CEO and that kind of thing. So we'll kind of hope that this gets over to the summary page here. I guess I could scroll down. Oops. Waiting. Seriously? Thank you. Okay, so as we're going to start looking at a little bit more of the company details, over here you have company profile, and if you click on it one time, it brings about your key executives, okay, and tells you usually who the chief executive officer, which by the way is what the CEO is. CEO stands for chief executive officer, okay. Kind of also tells you how much they get paid. So $4.5 million just to Ms. Indra Newell, whatever her name is there. Okay, and you can see all the other people, but you're looking for the CEO of each of your businesses and just really their name. But it's interesting to note how much money these people make. Okay, also I make you go find a little bit of maybe company news. So if you go to the headlines or the financial blog or the company events. You're just looking for anything that's happened to that business that would mean maybe its stock has gone up. So Pepsi, May 11th, hit its 52-week high and all these days. So Pepsi stock had really gone up in May, as you can see. And really that's about, minus that they're paying dividends, which is always good. You could also look at their headlines and look at their ranking of dividends. You had to look up what a dividend is, which is the amount of money they pay to their shareholders based on how many stock shares you hold. Okay, so you can get dividends also, which is a form of a check just for owning shares of stock if the company is doing well. So you're just kind of looking for a little bit of information there. You also need to look up whether this company had a net income or net loss. So you're going to go down to the income statement in the financial section. If you just scroll all the way down, here's the net income for Pepsi, and this is kind of old, so it was almost a year ago. $6,320,000 was Pepsi's net income. So that's what you're looking for. Okay, if it was a net loss, it would be in parentheses, which is how they state negative numbers. Like up here, their minority interest is negative 18,000. So if they had a net loss, it would be stated in parentheses. Okay, and then I also ask you, is this company at its high end or low end? So you're going to kind of look at its 52-week range, so in the last year, and you're going to look at their current price. So does Pepsi fall in the middle? I would say yes. Okay, they're not at their highest, they're not at their lowest, they're kind of in the middle. And based on that, then you're going to tell me whether you think it would be a good time to buy stock. If it's at its highest, you're going to answer no, because you're not sure if it would go up. But if it's at its lowest, maybe it's time to buy stock or a share in that stock. And if it's in the middle, that's something you'd have to think about as well. Okay, so that's the information that you're going to get. You need 5 companies. You cannot use Pepsi. Okay, and really you can kind of broaden your horizons a little bit. Just come up here and think of a business. Maybe you like American Eagle, and so you're going to come and see if American Eagle has a stock. So if you come up here, if I ask what the ticker symbol is, it's AEO, and then you click on American Eagle, and it would bring up their price per share and their information. Okay, so that's what you're going to do for 5 companies, and you have to record that information for each one of those 5. Okay, have fun.